All right, guys, it's Thursday, so you know what that means. It's time for DIY. I'm looking forward to this now. As I mentioned earlier, when I was chatting with Ria, I was saying that I'm using a medium that I had used before, but I'm a little bit nervous about it because if you may remember well enough, if you saw earlier in the program, I'm able to crush concrete with my bare hands. So let's hope that is not the case this morning. I did set up a little bit earlier this time, and to make sure that I am able to get this thing done and hopefully without any disaster, because I would prefer not to go viral for that reason this time. But anyway, we are going to make a concrete planter. I have one that is set up here, so I'll try to unmold this, hopefully without destroying it this time at the end of the segment. So you'll need a few things to get this going. Now, you need a container that is disposable, something that you can use to put your concrete, your mixed concrete in. This actually has a lining on the inside that should be a little easier to come away. So this is fully biodegradable, so it's not a plastic lining, but it's a lining that is still water resistant and such, and a little bit non-stick. So let's hope this works out well. I will figure that out later on. You'll also need a container to put in the middle, something plastic or so, to be your well. Also, you need a container to mix. You need about 2 pounds of cement. You need some water as needed, a stick to mix with. You also need some Scotch tape, and here we have that list up on the screen there. And you need scissors. These scissors are very important for me to be able to try to remove the mold from the concrete that I had set yesterday. So all right, let's get started. First thing you need to do is get your cement, and you want to use some water first. You want to put some water at the bottom of the container so that the dry cement itself wouldn't stick to the bottom and be difficult to mix. So you don't want to put too much, maybe about half cup in the bottom, all right? And then you use your cement and your stick. So I'm going to use my scissors because I don't have that much time. There we go. Try not to make too much mess because I don't want to have a lot of mess to clean up. So you're just going to you're just going to eyeball it and add some cement in there to your water. The consistency you're looking for at the end is kind of like a thick cake batter, or more like a pancake batter. That's what you're trying to get. That's what you're trying to achieve. So over here right now, I put my water in first. I put in some cement, and I'm mixing right now, and I know it's a little too loose. If it's too loose, you need to add some more cement because with too much water, your cement mix will be too weak and it wouldn't hold properly when it dries. So I see that, and what I'm going to do is, while I'm stirring, add some more cement. And again, the consistency I'm looking for the final product is that of like a pancake batter. So as I mix here, I see it's getting more to what I'm looking for. And if ever you need more, you have your water here to balance your mixture as well. So I'm mixing. You can't see inside this. I'll try to angle it a little bit. It's not quite there yet. This is still a little too runny. All right, which way? Which way? There we go. All right, it's still a little too runny. You could actually see it running there, so you're going to need to mix and add a little more cement as well. You need to make sure that you mix enough cement for the container you're going to use. Now, you don't need to fill the container because you need space to put the container in for the well. But you do need enough to make enough height to make it to make sense of it. All right, so this is getting a little difficult to mix. I may need to add a little more water. And I see here as well, I need to add, I need some more volume in total. So I'm going to add some more water, and I'm going to eventually add some more cement as well. So yeah, that's roughly half cup again. And here we mix again, like if you're mixing a cake. Of course, not a cake you can eat. So what I'm linking here is, so the DIY from last week, which was, making a kitchen garden with kitchen scraps, starting your kitchen garden. You could make something to put your herbs in probably, because this is a planter we're making. So some nice basil or some shadow benny or something would look nice in your kitchen on your counter with your finished product. So I'm nearly done here. Just going to add some more to balance that texture, as I said. And now to speed up a little bit. All right, so there we go. Seeing some good progress now. What you want to make sure is that you scrape your sides as well when you're mixing. And also you want to mix it a little drier than wet also, because it helps to keep out those air bubbles. Because what's going to happen, the next step you're going to see is that you need to work on it for quite a while to get rid of air bubbles so that you'd have a relatively smooth finish. And here, this is looking like what I want it to be, and I have enough cement in here, so this is good news. All right, so here we go. So the mixture is good. I'm gonna now transfer. As I said, this has a lining on the inside, so it makes your life a little easier. You need to fill it with the cement you mixed. And as I said, this is a very important step. You need to do this for quite a while to get the air bubbles out. I will not do this for the time needed, but you need to vibrate it so those air bubbles come out. Finally, you use your mold piece for your well, press it down there, and this is where you need your Scotch tape, because you need to keep that in place. So you must have enough tape to go on the container, over your well, and then on the other side. Make sure you center it, all right? And make sure it's stuck on both sides, because you need to actually do it 2 times. All right, so here you leave this to set up overnight or maybe for a couple of days, and you leave that, let it set. Cement is very, it's not fussy, so you can leave that and it would set up. Here we have the one I set up yesterday. So let's see how this goes. This is this is the time when Ria is excited on the side there. We'll see if we're gonna have another viral video or if we're gonna actually have a success this time. So I have my scissors for this purpose, and it is to actually cut this, put in some marks on the side. And guys, I'll admit it from now, I see already that it is not safely set up. I don't know if I want to try to unmold it today. Maybe I'll bring it back tomorrow and show you the final product, because I don't want to destroy it, because I want something to put my shadow benny in. So just cutting the side here, I see that the outside is not completely set up. It's still a little too moist on the inside. It will not hold. I'm not going to repeat my same mistake. So we'll finish that maybe overnight, and I'll bring it in tomorrow and you can see it on Friday. But for now, this is a wrap for the DIY on a Thursday. This is your setup here. You know the tools that you have, and you could always check back on Facebook to see the video of how to get it done. All right, so tomorrow we'll see what the final thing looks like. But for now, it's a wrap for DIY on Now.